talk some hip hop, man.
Oh shit.
You know, with Drake and Joe Budden, let's just get right to it. Let's get to the shits, man. Let's get to the fuckery. Let's get to the fuckery.
Wake me up when you're done with this.
I'm gonna be disrespectful. You gotta say Joe Budden, Aubrey Graham. I'm not gonna call him
Joe
Drake.
Budden, Joseph Budden and Aubrey Graham. You know, a couple years ago, Joe put out a bunch of fucking diss tracks on Drake, flaming him. Drake ain't never. Drake had a little slick responses. I think he had some like video with French Montana,
but that's all it is.
Pump it up.
Slick shit.
Yeah, little
Calabasas shit and all that bullshit.
Yeah, doesn't really hit home.
He ain't really. To me, he didn't really want the bar smoke. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But not saying Drake is whack, because I fuck with Drake. But what do you guys think of this whole beef shit? Matter of fact, yo, Ed, can you break down the whole premise of the beef?
Man, so Drake comes out with this new album, right? It's called For All My Dogs. That shit is a certified skippable album. That's how whack it is. To me, that's just
tell them how you really feel.
That's just my opinion. Like, I'm the type of nigga, I don't really listen to Drake, but I got into him because of people in my circle, like my son, my sister-in-law. They were like, yo, give Drake a chance. I was like, listen, I used to listen to Drake when he first came out on his R&B shit. You know what I mean? Then he got on this gangster shit, and I'm like, dude, this is not you. But if that's what you want to do, amen to that. I'm just not gonna listen to it. But then when he comes out with this album, one thing I agree with Joe Budden is that this dude is 37. He's my age. I'm 37 as well, and he's like still spitting for a demographic that's not for us. That's not for like our age group. You know what I mean? Like, dude, spit some mature shit that guys our age could relate, but he's still spitting for these young cats. And I'm like, dude, you're not reaching into another height of hip hop if you keep on trying to relate to, the younger crowd. I know they say young hip hop is a young man sport, but yo, when you got guys like Nas and you got guys like Hove, they are a testament of hip hop don't have no fucking age. It's limitless, Even like guys like UQ, guys like Cash that still spit their balls. You know what I mean?
J. Cole's been doing it for
exactly.
a minute,
J. Cole, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And J. Cole's always been his counterpart. You know what I mean? And J. Cole started with that young man bar shit and then started doing that grown man shit. So that's why I feel like J. Cole surpassed him. So I agree with Joe Budden in that aspect when he says, yo, Drake is still rhyming for the 25+ year olds. You know what I mean? And shout out to Drake. He makes good music, but make some shit relatable for us, original heads. I won't even call us old heads because we're not old. Age is nothing but a fucking number. But spit some shit that we can relate to. You know what I mean? Motherfucker had a bar in this album that said, I feel like I'm bi. No, I feel like he said, I feel like I'm bi because you are one of the guys, girl. Like, what? Like I would like us three would never say some shit like that I'm bi. Nah, I remember back in the day when I was a little stupid ass kid, I used to tell girls I'm lesbian because I love women. You know what I mean? I'll never say I'm bi. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean?
I don't know what the fuck that mean. You just admitting to yourself that you still like men, dude.
You flagrant, son. You flagrant. That's a flagrant 4, nigga. That's a flagrant 4, not a 2. Flagrant 4, dog. Like I'm bi because you one of the guys, girl. Like, dude. I mean, I just can't. And like I said, I reiterate, I was trying to get back into Drake. I like the shit he had with 21 Savage.
I think that's a pause, though, by the way.
Oh, damn.
Trying to get back into Drake. Yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I got so much going on right now.
I'm glad that you didn't get that deep.
Yo. Whoa. Yo. Knee deep. Knee deep.
Balls deep. You would have been balls deep in Drake.
But this album, For All My Dogs, I don't fuck with it. And I'm going to get disrespectful. That album cover, his son did it. Trash.
Oh, you going in.
Oh, damn. His son did the album cover?
Fuck that, nigga. It was like, oh, his son did his album cover. It's so cute. Nah, that shit is trash, nigga. My 3-year-old could draw some shit better than that right now.
How old is this kid?
Yo, his kid is like 4, 5, 6. I don't even know what the fuck. How old that little nigga is.
You harsh. Pause, my
Yo,
dude.
I gotta be harsh because I'm just not feeling this shit, bro. I'm just not feeling it. And again, I'm reiterating, I'm not trying to be a Drake hater, but I agree with Joe Budden that is just not reaching a certain expectation for certain fans. You know what I mean? He makes good music, whatever. But dude, you're like 37 years old. Make music for motherfuckers that are our age, bro. Like, stop trying to relate to these young kids. And then I'm not saying that he shouldn't, but you know what I mean? Like, make something more relatable for somebody like in our crowd. That's all I'm saying. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm not, but that's just my opinion. Especially after that fucking bar. I'm by. Nah, fuck out of here.
I don't disagree. Q, did you give your take already? I was having some technical difficulties.
Nah. I only heard a couple songs from the album, and to be honest, I shut it off after the first 4 or 5 because, like, I feel like except for Scorpion. The Drake album Scorpion was actually pretty decent because that song had different sounds.
Okay.
It had different types of beats. He actually rapped on a bunch of those songs in that album, like Roses, and I forgot what else it was. But it actually, you can hear him rapping. I don't want to hear him getting all Drakey on me every fucking song, and it just sounds like a continuous album. Like, because Drake can make music.
That's a verb. Drakey's a verb.
Drakey, yeah.
You know, and we all know Drake can rap.
Mm-hmm.
And now
100%.
But like, what is he like? What is I don't know what he's doing per se. I don't even care if he's making music for people our age, but stop making the same type of music.
Yeah,
like I feel like he's been making the same type of music.
Well said. I feel
like this is Drake in
13 years, man. Like, obviously, it's gonna be better. Obviously, I'm gonna like it better too. And I'm gonna like it better, obviously, if I can relate to it. But if you spitting some shit, regardless if I can relate to it or not, a real artist can this is how I'm gonna do the rest of my speech. A real
shit.
You know what I mean? Like a real artist can understand what type of bars you're saying. And number 2, why are you naming the album All My Dogs and the first track is you fucking humming and singing?
Yeah, word, right?
I actually like the first track, Virginia Beach. I understand what he's talking about. It's like ghetto and beautiful at the same time.
Because you lived in Virginia.
Yeah, because I'm not from there, but I lived there. I know.
Yeah, he fucking. He serenaded you. I don't know.
I told my man. I told my
we're gonna have Drake do our intro. He's gonna be like Junk Spots Talk.
I'm gonna fucking pass that shit, nigga. Get the fuck out of here. Yo, I told my mans and my man got so mad at me. I got my man's heated at me because I told him, yo, the best track. Yo, this album is 23 songs.
I've been sitting for a minute.
Too many songs, by the way.
20 exactly. And I told my man, yo, the best joint he got on the album to me is the 12th track. It's called Screw the World, and it's an interlude. And the reason why I like it because he sampled a Nas beat and he's not even saying nothing. It's just somebody else, like a sample or some shit, somebody talking. Is that we gotta be honest. And I'm a nigga that I just said, like, I was trying to get back into Drake, but this shit is fucking whack from beginning to end. I skipped every fucking song after every 30 to 50 seconds. Skip. Nothing really reached home, bro. Nothing really reached right here to my heart. You know, nothing. That dude didn't do shit for me in this album. Trash.
I think I need to do some drugs when I listen to a Drake album.
Yo, not even, bro. That shit will get me fucking sober, bro.
I'm older than both of y'all, and quite cute.
I was surprised on your take, Cash.
You know me. I don't, but I didn't think was the album a classic. No, but I think there was some good. I love the Virginia Beach joint. Ed Ghostface is out of here. I love the Virginia.
Drake must have heard his take already.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna read through the whole shit, but there was some good joints, man. Listen, my favorite Drake album, I think, was the what's the shit with the shit with Pound Cake on it. Nothing Was the Same or some shit like that. What the fuck was the name of that album?
I think so. Yeah, that was a good album.
That was a fucking great album. He's got some good albums, man.
Which one?
Yo, Scorpion was a good album, man. Like,
what was the name of the shit with Nothing Was the Same, or what was the name of that shit? With the Pound Cake on that shit.
Yeah. Nothing Was Ever the Same, some shit like that.
That was a good fucking album, man.
Yeah.
He has a Scorpion was kind of dope.
I didn't listen to Scorpion. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't listen to Scorpion. By then, I'm a little saucy. By then, I was done with the nigga. But then I was
really,
done. I was. You know what? I'm sorry, Q, to cut you off. I apologize. I was done with Drake. I'm gonna be honest. When fucking Common said you ain't wet nobody, nigga, you Canada dry. That's when I was done with that nigga.
Because Drake is out here trying to fuck niggas, women and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, no, what? He's not.
No, he was out here trying to fuck niggas, women. Also, that's why I don't like Drake. You know, that seems like, you know, this is allegedly, but you know, you hear that he's always trying to smash somebody chick and all that shit. He all up in me. What's the porn, Indian porn chick?
Mia Khalifa.
Mia Khalifa. His baby mama's a porn star, Sophia Berdusha, whatever the fucking name is.
And you know, I think Common wasn't Common fucking with
Tiffany Haddish.
No, Serena Williams.
Oh yes.
And he went and tried to smash. And then wasn't there some shit where Chris Brown and Rihanna? Wasn't that the beef with them niggas?
Oh, don't even go with that. That nigga is mad salty because Rihanna had not one but two kids with A$AP Rocky.
I know.
He is so salty that Rihanna and A$AP Rocky had kids together. That they together. You could tell.
Then he was
in this album specifically.
I don't listen. I don't got a problem with Drake. I'll be honest with you. I'm older than both of y'all. I don't got a problem with Drake. I think Drake is dope. So I like all his personal moves. If it's being told what he's really doing, I don't know. I don't agree with all that shit. But I'm just talking about I don't have to agree. We're not friends. He's got nothing to do with my life. Mm-hmm. Joe, are we talking personally or are we talking, you know, like industry shit?
Hater shit, yeah.
Joe, you know, Joe's a better rapper than him. Let's be honest. You know what I'm saying? Joe's a better rapper than him. You know, Joe is nice. But Joe be on his bullshit too. Let's keep it official. You know what I'm saying? Joe be on his bullshit. Ask Rory, ask Maul, ask Ice, ask Ish. You know what I'm saying? The list goes on and on and on and on. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, like Drake is not. Drake flamed him though with all that, them little that comment with all the bars into that shit talking about. What he said? You got the comment on? You got the comment on that?
On Drake?
Yeah, he just watched
the post that he wrote.
Yeah, he wrote on the academic shit. I forgot exactly what he said. You got it on you or not?
Nah. I didn't even waste my time, but I know he wrote a little speech and shit like that. And you know, Joe Budden, everybody's at the end of the day, everybody.
He went hard though.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna read this shit off. Hold up, I'm gonna read this shit off.
Yeah, I want to hear. I couldn't find it.
You guys don't mind if I light up, yo?
Nah, yeah, it's all good.
I'm gonna need this shit.
What he said? Yeah, I should see. This is
bad. Drake album got stressed.
Yo, I hate that album, son.
The Drake album got him.
I hate that album, son. For all my dogs, get the fuck out of here, nigga. That's a smack to the face of DMX naming your album.
I think I have it. Wait.
No, I look for that movie.
At Joe Budden, you have failed at music. That's right there. That's a bar right there. You left it behind to do what you were doing. And this is the podcast is what actually pays your bills. For any artists watching it, just remember you are watching a failure give their opinion on his idea of a wrestling player. Let me read this in. Listen,
who is Drake to say that Joe Budden's a failure? Like, come on now.
Nah, he can say that. Listen, this is deep. At Joe Budden, let me pull this shit up. I should share it, but at Joe Budden, you have failed at music. Deep. You left it behind to do what you are doing now because this is what actually pays your bills. For any artist watching this, just remember you are watching a failure give their opinion on his idea of a recipe of success. A quitter give their opinion on how to achieve longevity. You switch careers because the things that pop into your brain had you broke, living check to check, and the raps you write had 450 men showing up to your shows in dusty and Nietzsche jeans, screwing up the face to move music. Yo, this nigga flamed them, son. But then listen to this again. Listen, you switch. Yo, this is deep. You switch careers because the things that pop into your brain had you living broke and check to check, and had niggas coming to your had 450 men showing up to your shows in dusty and Nietzsche jeans to screw their face up to Mood Music 29 and pretend you are the GOAT. Yo, that's crazy, son.
But listen,
that's crazy. That's facts, though.
But listen, I feel like Drake had time.
You can't fuck with the nigga on some music shit. What are we talking about here? Are we talking about success? Are we talking about morally? Because the niggas, the nigga owns not I ain't counting niggas pocket, but the nigga owns a 747 or some shit. Let's keep it official.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't give a fuck about a nigga's net worth.
What are we
money.
talking about? Are we talking about success? Are we talking about like what's the criteria here though?
All right.
In my opinion, it comes from talent and creativity, and I feel like Drake is talented. And then it's not really creative. But he's not really creative, because the music he comes out with, it all sounds the same. Because you know why? It makes him money. Exactly. But think about it, because like how many number ones have Michael Jackson had? Now Drake has beat him in that, but like listen to a lot of Drake music and it all sounds the same. But now listen to all of Michael Jackson's music. You think it all sounds the same?
Nope.
It's different musicians. It's different music. You know what I mean? These beats on Drake's album, and I'm not hating on Drake. I'm not hating on Drake. I'm listening to music because I love music, bro. I listen to probably more music than both of y'all combined, but like I can't sit there and say that somebody is really successful just because they were able to get to number one spot by sounding like how they did all those other fucking years. Because like Drake, like Joe Budden has a point. He's reaching one demographic, which is fucking genius. And Drake is not stupid. Drake is not stupid. And he's not gonna stop this. He's not gonna stop. How is Drake gonna sound when he's 40, 45? I don't want to do this.
Yeah, and you know what's
really lame. You know what I mean? Like,
Q, you Mike Tyson that shit right now. I'm so right. I'm right here with you, my brother. I'm right here because, and the thing about Drake nowadays too is that access to music is so much easier. Anybody can have this and just type in the name, boom, you have all their shit. Back in the day, we had to go to stores to buy their fucking music, their vinyls, tapes, CDs, whatever. I
bought Views. I bought that Views album. That fucking album, fucking album was trash.
No, I can't believe you even went out to buy that. I can't believe you went. I can't believe you admitted that on the podcast.
No, I bought that album. I was buying out. No, because I'm a fan. But because I fuck with Drake, I'm a fan. And if I like how you rhyme, I'm gonna keep buying your music and then see how it goes.
What is the criteria here, though? Like, I still don't understand. What is it personal? Because it's to me like, okay, so listen.
But you said they were jamming each other for years.
It was nice. Lyric for ball, I'm gonna give it to Joe, right?
Yes,
Let's put that over here, right? Let's put that over here. You know, personally, they both seem a little scumbagish to me. You know, so let's put that over there.
Oh, you know, not that they don't seem. They are.
Yeah,
they
you know
are.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That. And so one of them is fucking Joe Budden.
So what is the criteria that he sounds like he's rapping for the young dudes? So
no, what? I just no, I don't think that. No, I don't care.
25-year-old. So what? That's his
I don't even.
What is Joe so mad about?
Joe's mad that fucking Drake is super successful, and that's his problem.
Than him,
and that's the problem. Yeah, and then he's wackier than him.
That's why.
My problem with Drake is that I know Drake is ill, and I'm just tight that all his music, like 85% of it, especially in one collective album, it tends to sound the same. Granted,
I agree with you, but this is their generation shit. They like it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no. Of course.
This is their sound. That sound is antiquated in terms of how these new kids do. Like my daughter and them, they don't listen to none of that shit. I love it. I'm from the era. You know, we're from the era. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference,
but also the access is access.
It is.
Like imagine if we had the same access as our kids. Like, you know, I have a 15-year-old right there sitting in his room. Imagine if I had the same access as him to music back in our day. You telling me Michael Jackson wouldn't be the Don Dada music that nobody will untouch? Who didn't like Michael Jackson? I knew gangster niggas that did time in jail that cried when Michael died. And I'm like, dude, you killed like 5 people on a bus and you crying over Michael?
But another thing is that
allegedly there were little boys who cried too when Mike.
Another thing that people are forgetting is, and this is one reason I do respect Joe Budden, even though he's wild out his mind or whatever the fuck. You know, whatever he is, pill popping, whatever the fuck he used to do back in the day, probably schizophrenic, woman beater, and all this music shit. Half of it
allegedly.
So wild out. But what I do respect Joe Budden for, and this doesn't even go against Drake, but this is why I did like Drake in the very beginning, or even after like 7-8 years when he came out. It's because they were doing hip hop, man. Like, yo, hip hop is many forms of music, but hip hop is not singing, B. Hip hop, you don't sing on every fucking album. I'm tired of seeing Drake, and this is what gets me tight because I'm tired of seeing the Drake album reach the #1 chart on all these singles and all these billboards as a #1 hip hop album and the #1 singles when the dude's just fucking humming along and singing along and
play devil's advocate. 50 was singing all over the fucking first album.
But 50 was also talking some crazy gangster shit. 50 is the most gangsterest nigga that ever got to an album. And the thing is, you can't.
I'm not saying it wasn't, but you saying singing.
Yeah, but the part. No, but I'm gonna have to jump on what you saying.
You can't even compare.
He was getting at Ja Rule. Like that whole album was like, I'm gonna kill that. I'm gonna kill the ink.
No. But I'm not talking about the content. You said singing. You specifically said singing, right? So
yeah, but like when you do it, but there's a difference. You should know this, Cash, because there's a difference when you harmonizing and you're singing and you're catching these whatever notes that you can do. There's difference when you can do it on a hook, which what 50 does. 50 does so well because even Lloyd Banks admitted Lloyd Banks learned how to write hooks from 50 Cent. But 50 Cent, but 50
Ja Rule. Let's give Ja Rule his part.
Ja Rule. Veni Veni Vici was a fucking classic album. So that nigga
shout out to Rule. Shout out to Hollis. Queens in the building.
I mean?
I'm sorry. I defer to that. I defer to that.
No, but let's keep it a buck. 50 Cent was not. Oh yeah, man, he wasn't doing that shit in the verses.
Exactly.
There's a difference.
The way 50 sang on his hooks compared to Drake is totally different. It's like y'all's been saying the whole episode during the segment. He doesn't harmonize. 50's for real though. That's how he sound.
We're about to get canceled down in this bitch.
Yo, that's how he sound, bro.
Leo Cohen about to cancel.
I love the Kardashians.
I want to ask y'all a question though, because I know he used to have. Can somebody look it up? Because I know Drake had a contract and he was supposed to finish. Was this his last album? No, with Young Money. Was this his last album on the Young Money?
I thought the last album was Young. I thought he was off.
Was Scorpion the last one?
Yeah, I think he's off Young Money, right? I think
he's off Young Money. Okay,
yeah, I believe. I think it was like the last album or the one before that, but I don't think this album's on Young Money.
All right, all right.
CMB or whatever.
Let's say this. I'm gonna throw a curveball in there. All right. Do either one of you consider Drake? And I'm not trying to. All right, let me structure this correctly. We grew up in a different era with a different definition of hip hop. This era definition of hip hop is totally different. Right. But if you could sum up Drake's career from the beginning to end, would you sum up his career as a true hip hop artist? Is he a declaration of what hip hop is?
No.
To you guys. Okay, Q says no.
This is, I mean, a true hip hop artist, like it's just what's a true hip hop artist? Like, what you mean, like this? What's the true hip hop artist?
Look, even my stepson came. Look, my stepson came through. This nigga at 17 years old. This nigga,
Aubrey, that's
this nigga the realest nigga in Nebraska?
I know.
Is this exactly? This dude was writing love letters to girls, throwing at them in high school class. We were the type of niggas that used to pop hip hop. We used to catch a shorty after school, be like, "Yo, what's good?" Like, "Yo,
I don't think you
cut school tomorrow. We coming to my crib." You know what I mean?
Like, what is true hip hop though? I'm just playing devil's advocate.
I'll keep it a buck. I never think true hip hop is just a weird form to tell. Yeah, of course. But what I will say is this: I don't think Drake was ever really about hip hop anyway. I think Drake found his own lane, and it became super successful, and he fucking ran with it.
He had a big run.
Can we blame him?
I think he's taking a break. He said too, right? I think he's taking a break, right?
No, and he should, because, like, to be honest, he does put out a lot of music. He puts out a lot of songs, and probably creating those songs. It costs help. You probably got to drink to do that shit, or whatever the fuck you got to do, whatever environment. That's another factor too, man.
Ghostwriters. He's known for ghostwriters.
See, that's one thing. That's one thing I always kept Drake.
Quentin Miller. Quentin Miller was
Yo, Quentin Miller even wrote for Nas. Let's just
let me say something. Shout out to Meek Mill and shout out to this is what it's not even new, but did you hear that? Not to cut you out. Did you hear that? Meek and Ross new shit.
Shaq and Kobe. I fucks with that. I've heard that. Back to like 2000 when they won the finals.
Yeah.
Yo, and that shit is hard.
Meek Mill and who?
Meek Mill and Rick Ross.
Rick Ross got joint
and I'm even a fan. I'm not even a fan of neither. I'm gonna be straight up.
I fuck with me.
And Ross is like,
Ross too.
And Ross has like a ton of features with Nas. I just listened to those songs that he has with Nas.
He got joints with Raekwon. He's got joints with Mark.
Rick Ross puts together some of the dopest sonically albums I like to hear. His albums sound really good. They sound full. He could rap.
He had a lot of time. He had a lot of time because he was a CEO. But that's not here nor there. You know what I mean?
I don't. Honestly, I don't give a fuck.
Shit today. Fuck that.
Yeah. I mean, CEO. Fuck it. I don't give a fuck. CEOs can rap too. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I know.
Anybody can fucking rap.
You would be surprised that they're like, this nigga's a cop.
Yo, I'm a doorman. I'm a doorman, and niggas be like, yo, you can rap. I'm like, yo, I can rap, son. I got some bars on me, yo.
But Rick Ross is nice, and Meek is not. Yo, I fuck with. Like Meek is the perfect like where hip hop met that, like the old school hip hop met that new school shit. And he kind of fused it together, and he kept it real with the streets. He's not the biggest lyricist in the world, but he represents the old school dope boys, but the young versions of them too.
He's good at putting words together and make you visualize what this really is.
He's the last of the street niggas in my opinion.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I like that. That's why whenever I listen to Meek, I fuck with Meek in that aspect. But going back to Drake, this is why I don't like Drake. That's why I can't put Drake as an epitome of hip hop, because now in this generation they put Drake like epitome of hip hop, and I'm like, y'all don't know the true definition of hip hop. Like this generation don't know the true generation of hip hop like we do. Hip hop came from the streets, came from the gutter, came from nothing, came from like the straight hood, just us doing our own parties, mixing cultures and like the blacks to Hispanics. It's like everything. It was a melting pot. Like it was created here in New York, so maybe it's a touchy feeling for me. I'm sorry, I can't speak for both of y'all. I love y'all, but I can't speak for y'all. But for me, it's touchy for me because I grew up in New York. I've seen the different aspects.
Me too.
Hip hop is all of us. I'm not trying to make it about me. I'm sorry, but all of us. We've seen what the real melting pot of hip hop is. So with that being said, I cannot see Drake being that type of person. Like, yeah, he makes great music. He's a good lyricist. But the thing is that I X him out from hip hop is like, yo, bro, you didn't live that lifestyle that we lived, like us three lived, like a nigga like Nas for coming from Queensbridge. Jay-Z, who was a fucking billionaire growing up in Marcy, you know what I mean, with a single mother and a bunch of sisters, like that kind of aspect. Like that's what I mean. Like, yo, you're not from the fucking streets. You didn't see what we saw. That's why I integrate hip hop with like the streets, the culture, the life. You know what I mean? And I'll be like, I do like that. Anybody can fake it till they fucking make it. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm talking about Drake, and I'm sorry for going off. I don't mean.
I agree. No. You got. Why
that's
how
I feel about hip hop. Hip hop is from the fucking streets, and you're not from the fucking streets, bro. You're just not. And
well, you know, like. All right, yo, because hip hop was created in the streets, man. Let me just get my like point of view, because there's also a lot of artists who didn't come from the streets, and it's okay for them to like. I didn't have the craziest childhood. Was it the best? It wasn't the worst. I did grow up poor, but there was some shit that you either have to deal with or don't deal with. It depends on the upbringing.
We don't mean straight in terms of like violence.
No.
Yeah, literally street.
Yes.
And that's
urban lifestyle.
And whether or not Drake did it or not, maybe that's the way. Maybe it could be hip hop that found Drake into music, and then it could be, and then he just took it in a different plateau, because to be thinking about it, you don't really hear Drake talking about anything crazy. He's just talking about popping bottles, fucking bitches.
But in this album, he talking
buying expensive clothes. Like he ain't talking no clothes. He ain't talking about no killing nobody. He ain't talking about what he's seen. I doubt he's seen anybody die. Maybe he has.
In this album, he's talking some crazy shit. That's why I'm like so sentimental about it.
Well, man, like who knows?
I gotta let the album resonate a little bit more.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm just very touchy when it comes to hip hop. Maybe I'm stubborn and I'm stuck in my fucking ways when it comes to hip hop. But I just feel like that's what the true definition of hip hop is. This is like Cash said, it's not about killing or violence and shit. It's just a way of growing up in the fucking real streets and poverty.
It's about living that culture.
Exactly. Seeing shit, living shit. Like, just. That's what it is to me.
It's getting group of people together. Same way you talk about parties. It was like when you do hip hop, and that's why I think some people get it confused because they think like when you able to change something, you automatically think you're automatically changing hip hop just because Drake was associated with it. Drake changed music, but I think in my opinion, Drake changed pop more than anything. Because to think about it, The Weeknd was doing the same thing,
and Kid Cudi too.
Yeah, but Drake and The Weeknd were damn near doing the same exact thing when The Weeknd came out. He was harmonizing, he was singing, but he had a crazier voice, and that's why you didn't hear The Weeknd too much until the Drake split from Weeknd. Weeknd split from Drake, and then now you hear The Weeknd like fucking singing, and then you hear like all his different types of music.
Yeah, but look at The Weeknd now. The Weeknd transitioned to what the music that he's really always wanted to make. He found his way in.
Who's the other dude? Party. Who's the other dude that Drake was fucking with?
Party Next Door.
Party Next Door. Yeah.
Party Next Door. Look at all right. If we're talking about that, look at Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez found his lane with the R&B, with the R&B wave, and then
he had his ass off.
But when he showed that he could rap his fucking ass off, that's when he showed the real him. You know what I mean? That street motherfucker that I'm all about my money, my drugs, and my women. You know what I mean? Like he showed that side. Like when he did that shit, my son watches that's this kid's live. Aiden Ross. When he spit that freestyle on Aiden Ross, Tory Lanez showed everybody, yo, this is me. I don't know if you ever remember that freestyle that he did live. Like I was like, yo, this.
Well, on Flex.
No, not on Flex. On the kid, Aiden Ross. He's like, I got the strap. I got me a bad bitch. I don't give a fuck about hoes. I don't give a fuck about bros. I don't give a fuck about the hoes. No, like he just killed that shit.
Killed the Flex shit too. Yeah. He killed the Flex.
He killed the Flex shit too. Yeah. So it's like I love guys like that come in the game. They find their lane, and then they show who they really are. Drake, I feel like, and I'm not trying to bash him. I'm just really not trying to bash him. But I'm just saying my opinion of who he is. He just tries to ride on waves. You know what I mean? He comes in rapping like he's from Atlanta. He has a song called Houston, Atlanta, Vegas. So in every verse, he's rapping like a nigga from Atlanta, a nigga from Vegas, a nigga from Houston. You know what I mean? He tries to jump on these drill rappers from the UK. He did a freestyle with this kid called Central C.
He's standing next to who's hot, absolutely. But that's not staying relevant though. He's smart actually the way he navigates the game.
You're right, but you don't have to sound like the dude, bro. No. Cash, Q, you guys have made a plethora of songs. If you guys do a song with a guy from UK, are you gonna sound like the dude from UK?
Nah.
If you guys do a song with a guy from Nigeria, are you guys gonna sound like the guy from Nigeria? You guys
he's also like New York. He's also wrote shit for Alicia Keys too. He's talented, man. I don't necessarily put him in the hip hop box per se. We're talking about, we don't. Artist box.
We were waiting for you to say that all night, man, because he's not hip hop in my opinion, but he is an artist. He is an artist. He can create. He can make music. We know this from Drake for many years, man. You don't just get to that number one spot if people don't like your music.
But maybe I'm coming off as a hater. I apologize to anybody who fuck with Drake. Maybe I'm coming off as a hater, but I just don't see him as the upper echelon of hip hop. You know, I know people. I know personal friends of mine that call him the God MC, and I'll be like,
nah, Rakim's the God MC,
bro. He's the God MC, bro. Are you fucking kidding me? He's the God MC. Yo,
listen,
that's the shit that gets me mad. And I'm sorry.
I'm surprised I'm taking this stance because usually I'm on the other side of this argument.
And I was surprised about that.
Yeah. That's because Cash is looking at it a different way, which he's saying it. Because he understands that Drake isn't really. We have to look at Drake like an artist. We can't look at him as a hip hop artist.
I know.
And that's what Joe Budden's fault is, because we gotta understand Drake is not gonna respond to you in a wake type of track or battery charge, whatever the fuck Joe Budden came at. Yo, ball for ball, nigga. Yo, Drake's not gonna do that. What Drake's gonna do, he'll fucking get on that fucking DJ Academic shit and write that embarrassing ass fucking paragraph, and it's gonna fuck you up, man. I'm pretty sure that shit fucking hurt.
But that's the thing. That's the thing. What is DJ Academics for? DJ Academics is known for being in the hip hop community. So you have Drake writing this whole fucking rant.
Bullshit though.
You know, So you have Drake writing this whole fucking rant on a hip hop platform. That's my indifference with him. You know what I mean? I agree with both of y'all. He makes great music, but when you enter the hip hop realm for me, you know, I have a different standard, a higher standard. He doesn't meet that standard for me to him to even be talking on the hip hop level. Pop culture, yeah, you got it, my nigga. You got it. You a pop icon. But when it comes to hip hop, I don't feel like he doesn't have that top tier voice. That's just me. Again, I'm sorry. And I'm wearing a fucking Old Dirty Bastard shirt, and a lot of people don't like this album. And a lot of people don't like this album, but this album was a fucking classic. Best album cover ever.
Oh, baby, I like it raw.
Yeah, baby, I like it raw.
That's the HIV song right there.
You know what I mean? This nigga said, I came on my mama, she was on welfare. Nigga, I'm on tour and I'm still on welfare.
Shame on you. That's my shit. I used to turn up to that.
Shame on the nigga.
Shame on you. When you step through too. Okay. That shit was crazy. That shit got me hyped. That guitar.
Yo.
Now it's I know.
I know where you live.
The Biggie Smoke. Shit done changed.
I had a baby with a porn star.
Shit! Oh man!
Yo, shit!
DJ,
that's my nigga.
Yo, this is the best podcast. Yo, this is the best podcast on earth right now, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Drunk Sports Talk, DST.
Yeah.
Fuck your favorite podcast. They bit off our shit.
Yo,
niggas bit off Nas shit.
Yo, niggas bit off Nas shit. Shark biters. And guys, you know me. I'm the type of person. I love y'all. I respect y'all and I love y'all. I'm sorry for going so ham.
Nah, you good
on the subject.
I
love hip hop,
bro. You
can't do it on your own platform where you could do it at.
Yo, I just love hip hop so much that I just
facts.
I just have a certain criteria for it. That's just what it is. I'm not trying to hate on nobody. You know, I love music, period. But it's just a certain, like, Q, you are hip hop, bro. You are the epitome of hip hop. Cash, you are the epitome of hip hop. You know what I mean? Anybody who talks to me on a regular basis knows I'm the epitome of hip hop. So that's why I don't see Aubrey Graham to that standard, bro. I just
100%
cannot. I just
100%.
cannot. And I'm not hating because I'm literally saying on this platform that we got, this three-headed monster that we got, I'm saying that he makes great music. But when it comes to that criteria of fucking what hip hop is, he's just not that number one guy. Yo, hit me with some of them shots.
Oh, you want some liquor shot?
You want some liquor shot?
Yo, give me some liquor shot.
Take a shot and then take us out.
Yo.
So hip hop.
Fuck Aubrey Graham.
Fucking shot.